Welcome back to the Electrician's 2 channel. On the bench today, we have several clamp meters. Some of them that I've done an individual review on them in the past. And since then, I've added a few more to it. So I just thought it'd be about time for me to do another one. And I hope you enjoy it. But before we do, guys, I'm gonna ask you to, if you like this video and you'd like to support the video, you can by hitting the subscribe button, hitting that notification bell, and leaving a comment. You can post a comment or a question or whatever, but all of that would be in support of the channel. I would greatly appreciate it to help support the channel. If you're a tool lover or a tool connoisseur like I am, and you love test instruments from the past and present, I'm actually I'm gonna need your support to keep going on, okay? And it's for free. So let's start with this one right here in the first one. We'll work our way down. I'll tell you a little bit about them, and I'll try to pick out the one that I like the most out of all, okay? So this is the Saltwire. This is their, let me get it up close on it for you, their model number. Where is it? There it is. Saltwire 23079T. This is a must-have clamp meter as far as ruggedness. It is. I love everything about it. I use it a few times. I haven't used it that much, but because, like I said, I have a lot more to choose from if I want to need a clamp meter. But it's not my go-to meter. Now I'm at a time in my life now that I just grab the one that's closest to me. And I know the one that's closest to me, I'll show you that one in a minute too. But all of these will perform the duty that I wanted to perform. And but this is, I'm not saying that this is not a nice clamp meter. It's feature packed with a lot of usable features. Let me just zoom in on that for a minute. There we go. 1,000 volts, 600 amps. And I apologize because I'm holding the camera in my hand, while my iPhone in my hand. It has a lot of nice features on this clamp meter. And if I miss anything, guys, you can always go to the review that I've done on this multimeter on my channel. Like I said, it has a lot of features. The backlight is very nice and bright. Let me just turn it on for you. Wait. There we go. Nice and clear. Nice large digits. It's nice. Yep. AC/DC amperage. No problem. So if you're looking for, if you run across this one, and they made several series of this one, but this is this is the top of the line one by Saltwire. You won't be disappointed. That's what I can tell you about that one. And I'll come back to this one because I'm sure I'm gonna remember something about it. This AmpProbe. This is the AmpProbe 54 NAV. The NAV stands for Navigator. This I guess they're speaking of this little button here that you use to move over, like for example, we have to turn the light on. And just looking at that, compared to the two, which one looked the brightest and clearest to me? I like the way this, that's nice and bright, but this shows more information on it. But this is really nice also. And this one has a measurement for watts. And so this will work fine for HVAC guys and anyone else that need to find out a watts measurement. You see it up here at the top right here. Also has a non-contact voltage detection, just like the Saltwire. And this is up to 1,000 amps. And I believe the Saltwire does the same thing. So yeah, 1,000 amps. 1,000 amps, and this is to 1,000 amps. But when I first became an electrician, I started off in residential, and not in my career, but I did a lot of years in industrial. So just about every clamp meter, even ones for the house, for some reason, I'm always buying the one that rated for 1,000 amps, like I'm gonna need it around my house. But I always it's better to have more than less. So I always find 600 amps would be enough for me. But for some reason, I'm always defaulting back to 1,000 amp clamp meter. Now, the one next to it here is the TPI model number 275. The reason why it's not on, because it takes a 9-volt battery and I don't have any at the moment. I thought I did, but I don't. But this clamp meter here is not much I can say about it. It's not. It wouldn't be one of my go-to. If this was all on that I had to use, well, I would use it, but it would not be my first, second, or third choice to pick as far as clamp meters. To me, I think it's really cheap. It feels cheap to me, and I wouldn't trust it. And I mean, I'm not saying as far as safety wise, even the measurements, I would not trust it. You know, it just feels flimsy to me. You know, it feels flimsy to me, so I wouldn't trust it. But like I say, since I don't have it, but it has a lot of little features. Let me get you guys close up. So you gotta take a look at it. It has a non-contact voltage detection here at the top. You see the light here, and I think the amperage, I think it's like 400 amps, I believe. Can't remember, let me see. 600 volts, 1100 amps, microamps, okay. But it also has a type K temperature. If you guys use that, I don't use it, so. But anyway, that's that meter. The one next to it is I don't have to give it an introduction. A lot of you guys who've been in the field a long time, you know about this clamp meter here. But this is the Fluke 376, the one without the Fluke Connect. And I've had this meter for a long time, like doing it when it first came out. And the reason I had one of these first, the 337, and when it came out with the Fluke. This one right here, when it came out with the Fluke 376, which is this one, I think I sold the 337. I had since got me another one. That's this, what you see right here. But I had sold it and I bought this one. I've had this for a long time, and it hasn't given me any trouble whatsoever. And it's still accurate. I mean, it's still in good condition. If you had asked me, I would say it's new out of the box, because that's just how I take care of my instruments. So. But it's very nice. So there's the features. It also has the iFlex, have amperage, hertz, amps, continuity, capacitance, resistance, millivolts, DC volts, AC volts, and min-max, inrush, and a backlight. Here's the backlight for you. It's not as bright as that one or that one from the look. But it's clear enough when you see it. You'll know it's on. It's not dim at all. And for you guys who don't know, you know, who just not tuning in or didn't know or wasn't keeping up, Fluke owns AmpProbe now. They bought AmpProbe out years ago. You just Google it and you'll find out the history of what happened. But Fluke owns AmpProbe. Okay, so now we'll come back to the rest of these. Now, as this Ideal Industries, I have tape up here because I gave it to my son. And I don't want his name all over YouTube, and I'm just hiding his name. But I have since gotten it back because I don't know. He I think he lost it or something. He found it and he wasn't taken care of. I bought it brand new and I gave it to him and out of my collection. And I just said, no, let him buy his own stuff. You know, maybe kids nowadays, when you give them stuff, they don't take care of it. And those of you who have kids, you know what I'm talking about. So now if he buy brand new himself and he lose it, well, maybe then he'll feel the loss. But I got it back from him and gave him another lesser, a good one, a safe one, but it wasn't this one. Okay, so, but anyway, this also have the tight sight on it right here. Let me just turn it on right here, turn the backlight on. Let me see. Wait. There we go. That's the bottom right here. The tight sight, which is a nice feature to keep your head out of the panels. I guess that's the way they did that when Fluke came out with the iFlex, when they started thinking about safety. But I think that's a really nice feature. And this one is also feature packed. And you get a lot of features on this Ideal Industries, non-contact voltage. I think this is from to 1,000 volts too, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. But you get a lot of all of these features. And this meter is cheap, very cheap. You get, and this, what I would say, you get more bang for the buck for this meter right here. You know, and like a little over $100, and you'll walk away with a darn good meter. This, okay, and next to it is the X-Tech. I think this has been discontinued by X-Tech, but this was their flagship for a while. I think this one was marketed toward HVAC guys, I believe. Because I see the two here, the two K-type thermal, type K for the thermocouple. But it has a lot of features. There's usable features for the electrician. And you see that there. So, and it also has a non-contact voltage detection. That's kind of standard on meters nowadays, and on test tools, non-contact voltage detection. But you see all of the features that they have here, usable features. I think it's really nice. But let me turn the back light on here. And the back light it doesn't look that. You see, it's on now, but wait, let me see. There we go. Now it's on. Very nice backlight. I think it's really nice. And it's nice and clear. The digits are kind of smaller than the Ideal Industries, but it's very nice there. The meter itself, I haven't had any trouble with it. I didn't use it that many times, but it's still overall, if you was to run into one of these and it's in perfect condition, I wouldn't hesitate to buy it. But I wouldn't be spending a whole lot of money on it, you know. Now, the one next to it, this is a really nice meter. This, I would say this is an electrician's meter. This don't have none of the features that, I mean, it doesn't have a lot of the features that this Fluke 376 has, but it has the basic stuff that we electricians like to test, measure. You have amps, you have hertz, amps, continuity, resistance, volts, AC, DC. Same, you know, and it's like, I think it's 1,000 amp. This is the 1,000 amp true RMS clamp meter, and it's nice, very nice. And I like it, no problem whatsoever. And when I bought this recently, it was brand new. I bought it from eBay from a guy. I thought he was pulling my leg when he told me it was new, but he was telling me the truth, and I thank him for it. And the price he gave me on it, it was like a steal. This I think Ideal Industry came out with this one. This one is off also because this takes a 9-volt battery. And like I mentioned before, I don't have a 9-volt battery. I'm out, so that's why it's off. This one, I believe, these two came out around the same era. That's why I have them side by side so I can talk between the both. I think this came out to rival the Flukes. Now, this one here also have a tight sight at the bottom of it. You got me? So, and this came out to rival the Fluke. I have the tape up here too. It will show my name and all that one all over YouTube. But this is a really nice clamp meter also, and I think this is rated for 1,000 volts. Amps, and like 600 volts. But this is a very nice clamp meter. And if you guys, the model number for this one is 61-763. And fellas, if you were to run across this one, I would get it. I recommend that one. This one right here, the Ideal Industry. I recommend all of them up here, but out of the two, I recommend the Fluke. I love the Fluke. But this is a nice meter also. So, and how many amps it has? 660 amps. Okay, so. But it's not like you need 1,000 volts like I think I do all the time when I buy a clamp meter. So 660 amps, that's good. The one next to here, I just recently got this one from Craftsman. This was manufactured by a company called CEM. I'm sure a lot of you guys knew about them. I heard about them. I don't know how long they've been out, but they make a lot of test instruments, and a lot of companies buy them and stick their names on them. I think Edgetech does it. Like Craftsman does it. Matter of fact, this one here is made by SIM. This by Saltwire is made by the same company, CEM. This is a pretty decent clamp meter. It's pretty decent clamp meter. I got it because it was discontinued and I wanted to add it to my collection. Very nice meter, clamp meter, but and it's 1,000 amps also. It has Bluetooth, but it's not, it doesn't work now. I don't have the software, and the software has been discontinued. I looked online trying to find it just to see if it works, but no, it's been discontinued. But this is a nice clamp meter too. I recommend this for the do-it-yourselfers at home, if you're doing small, minor jobs around, and you don't want to spend all that money, and you to run across this one is in good shape. There we go. I wouldn't, you know, I would get this one right here. The backlight, like I mentioned, like I can show you, it's really nice. You can see nice and clear. There's a lot of other features on here if you need them. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. This Klein right here, it's a nice one. Klein has recently joined forces with UEI. And when it first came out, I believe Mastech were making their meters. And it was like, you know, it was identical almost. And S-Tech is, I think, is a foreign brand, like I think in China, North Korea, one of those countries. But anyway, this Klein meter, it's pretty decent. At least this one is. This model feels pretty solid. And I got this for little nothing. I think the price for this one, brand new, I think you may get it for like $60, I believe. But I bought this not because I needed it. I bought this because I wanted to give it to my son in place of the new Ideal, but he wound up getting his own. So, but this is a fairly decent meter. It has a lot of little features that I can use, and has non-contact voltage detection, as well as this one, non-contact voltage detection, and this one, I didn't mention that, but this has one too. And like I said before, this is pretty standard on test tools up to date. So, but so this one is really nice. The backlight is really nice. Let me just put it on for you. Really nice backlight. And let me see the amperage on here. 400 amps. It's rated for 400 amps. And you can't go wrong with it. It has a lot of good features on here if that's what you're looking for. Nice features. And I don't have any complaints about it whatsoever. You have a place on the side where you can put one of the leads to free up a hand and hold, whether you could probe your measurements, what have you. So I think that's a nice function. This one right here is by Amazon, and I wouldn't recommend anyone getting this, not even a homeowner. It feels so cheap, and I think this one is made by the company Sim as well, the same people who made this one and the Saltwire. I would not recommend this one to you. I just have it here, and I just turn it off and turn it back on. Looking at it, let me see, looking at it, it looks like it's really nice. You got me? And it is, but don't be deceived. I think it's a very cheap meter. I don't trust it, and I would not use it even around my house. It has a lot of features on it, and a lot of nice features, you know. But me, and it says rated for 600 amps. And, you know, I would not use it. I would not use this thing. I have it here. I use it a few times around the house because I just grabbed it and needed something. But I would not recommend this meter to no one. So it's cheap. It feels cheap. And don't be fooled by this side thing. This looks like it's real rubberized. This is hard plastic. Okay? So, but it's a real cheap meter. And don't even waste your time with that. This UEI, pretty decent meter. UEI, they market their tools for the HVAC technicians, but electricians can use it. I got this at a real steep price one time. I was by a pawn shop, and the guy sold it to me for very, very cheap. But anyway, didn't need it, but I got it, and it's a very nice meter. So those are the features. This one also has a non-contact voltage detection. It has a very bright backlight. Let me get to it. Let me see where it is. I think this is it right here. Okay, that's not it, so it gotta be here. Wait. Here we go. There we go. Real bright backlight, large digits. You can't go wrong with that. And this is real rubber around here. This is a very nice meter, I have to say. But you know, it wouldn't be my first choice. Like I say, all of them on this bench. But it is a nice meter. It also has that little probe holder right on the side, like the Klein does. And like I mentioned before, Klein and UEI have since joined forces. I think Klein bought them out. And now, so that's Klein tools now. And, but it's a real nice meter. Right? You know, you see one like this and it's really cheap, and you know, you're the do-it-yourselfer, I'll get it. I'll get it. Now, out of all of these meters that you see, guys, out of all of these meters that you see, which one will be my first pick? Now, some of you probably saying the Fluke, and you're probably right. So, naturally, well, for me, my first pick on here, and depends why it would be my first pick. Okay, maybe because the price. It may win in that category, or may lose in that category. It may win because of safety. It may win in that category and lose in something else. So let me just say this. Let's say ruggedness. That's the category. Ruggedness. Out of all of these testers on here, which one feel the most rugged? I would say the Saltwire. I would say the Saltwire. Let me see. Yeah, I would say the Saltwire. These two is a toss-up, but both of them feel really rugged. I'm leaning toward the Saltwire for it being the most rugged. I think it'll take a fall. Secondly, I would think this AmpProbe. It'll take a fall. I don't know. That Fluke may take it, but I'm worried about these little. This is much smaller than this one as far as the clamp is concerned. So I'm leaning toward, as far as taking the fall, I'm thinking this Fluke. Yeah, this Fluke. And next, I would think this Klein right here would take a fall. And after that, I would think this UEI would take a fall. It feels like it would take a fall. As far as accuracy, this Fluke here, the 376, and to this day, this one is still accurate. But the Fluke, this is number one. This AmpProbe is 2. This is very accurate. The Ideal industry, sometimes it fluctuates, goes up, and you kind of be off a little bit, but it's within spec. I will go with the Saltwire. I know that's really accurate. That would be 3 out of the 3. Okay, so as far as I'm gonna do one that I haven't done. As far as beauty, attractiveness, that would draw me to it. Now let me see. That one that looks like it would draw me, a person, to it. Okay. I would say I would have to say, depends if you're a homeowner, or if you're a professional. A homeowner, which one would draw? Oh, shit. I don't know which one it would draw. I guess the one with the most features. And this one here, the Ideal, look like it has a lot of features. If you look at the dial, to where everything is all just there, but it can be confusing too to a person that doesn't know what they're looking at. But this looks like it has more features, but to the homeowner it may be confusing. But as far as attractiveness, I would go probably with that Ideal first, I guess. Second would be the Fluke, probably. This Saltwire would be third. Okay. All around decent clamp meter. Damn. The least one I always up to the that I would get, that I would work with. The least I would work with this. This is first. I wouldn't want to work with this one because I don't trust as far as nothing about it, as far as measurements. This one would be first. That's the Amazon would be first. And second, I would probably say this UEI. That would be second, as far as not being accurate. Third, oh no, y'all, no. I looked at it. I didn't see what was out. Yeah, this would be first. This would be first. The Amazon, the TPI. That's in the same boat with the Amazons. That would be there too. I wouldn't trust his measurements at all. But anyway, third will probably be the UEI, then the the Craftsman. Other than that, they all are very decent meters, except for the ones that I said I would not work with. I would pick the other ones over at any time. Guys, I don't want to go on just babbling, but if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to support the channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the main thing. Hit the like button also. Share the video. And but until next time, I'm out.